Hi, I'm Hunter from Battlefield Sports. I'm going to be covering the Kids Laser Tag theme today. Our brand of laser tag can be played indoors or outdoors and is fully mobile. To give you a little bit more of an idea on how the games work, I'm going to do an anatomy of a Cobra Light, just going through all the different things and how they work. So you have two sensors for a Cobra Light. There's one here, and there's also one near the front. There is a small scope, a peep sight, which players look through to aim. There is a screen on the back of the Cobra which has player stats. Most of the time though, players won't need to look at this. At the front of the tagger, marked around with orange, is the lens. That is where the infrared comes out of. The taggers are 100% eye safe. As I mentioned, it is infrared. It's not actually a laser, even though we call it laser tag. Finally, we have the trigger, which is also orange, and they just pull that to make it work. With this tagger, you can reliably get someone up to 40 to 50 meters away, which means your players don't need to be right next to each other. Laser tag theme is very much high-tech hide and seek, so the more places to hide there are, the better. Now we're going to get into actual gameplay. So this is a Cobra Light that has been turned on, and you might notice that it has the light on just here. That is default for the laser tag theme. This red light indicates this player is on the red team, and it will switch off when that player has been deactivated. When it comes to the laser tag theme, there are two primary options for settings. The first one is the phaser option, which sounds like this. The other option is called commando, and it sounds like this. Both of these options are available in the recommended options menu. When they start the game, every player has 5 health points. When they get tagged, they lose a health point until they hit 0, and their tagger is deactivated. When a player has been completely tagged out, they will hear,
"You're deactivated. Return to base,"
every time they pull the trigger. This is such a key feature for the laser tag theme because it lets the players know exactly what they need to do next in order to get back into the game. When a player is getting their opponent during the game, their tagger will talk to them to let them know what's going on. For example, tagged means they've got their opponent. They can continue to tag the other player until that player is out.
Deactivated.
Deactivate means that player has been taken out of the game and needs to go get a reactivation. After this, if this player continues to tag that one,
Already deactivated.
they'll get this message, already deactivated, which lets them know that they need to find someone else to tag. You may have also heard the powering up and reloaded sounds. So that means the players do have unlimited ammunition. However, every so often they will need to reload that ammunition. It happens automatically, but it does pause them for a couple seconds, as you might have heard, and in that time they won't be able to tag anyone. What happens after a player has been tagged out? Well, they'll need to go back to their battle box at their base. A battle box often looks like this, and it can be set to numerous different options. In this case, it's going to be a combination box, also called a medic box. Once the player is close enough to the medic box, the box will either reactivate them using infrared or radio to bring them back into the game. The box does count how many times it reactivates players on its team, and that will go towards the team elimination score if that's the game you're running. As the organizer, you can choose which team to set the box to. Most of the time this will be either red or blue, but the Battlefield Sports system does support up to 7 different teams. During a game, when a player is tagged, they'll hear different sound effects than the ones I just showed you. For example, they'll hear "you're tagged" when they've been tagged, and they'll hear that 4 times before they're eventually deactivated, in which case they'll hear "you're deactivated." After that, we go back to the one I discussed at the beginning, which is "you're deactivated, return to base," the most important sound effect in the game. Now you know the basics of a laser tag theme game, you can go off and watch one of the game briefing videos to find out more about those specific games.